for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're up there in third place in the Western Conference, very close to the position they were in when last season came to a close. One thing we're seeing, Kenny, certain teams that started off hot are now falling by the wayside.
Man, that happens every year, Arnie. This is nothing new. No surprise. Everyone does it. The league catches up to them at some point.
You know, after teams adjust to you, you have to adjust back. If you can't, shows you weren't all that to begin with.
Ah, very true, very true. Here's Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the tip.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Curry.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Klay Thompson is capable of being a prototypical go-to guy, but his role in Golden State is more restrained. Klay said, "I don't care. I get paid handsomely in a great place, and we compete for championships year in and year out. From day one, I've been a Warrior. I'm just thankful to be here." Kevin, he likes to play ball and play with his dogs, and that's it.
He loves playing there, DA, and they love him. Thank you so much. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green and Cauley Stein are down low. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. And for Charlotte, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Batum in at the 2. Now here's Batum. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Russell. No good there. And the Hornets now going the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
3 on the clock. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. Russell feeling it out a bit. They get it back. The layup missed.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Batum attacking, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. To the paint, here's Biyombo. Great D that time from Green.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Here's Kid Gilchrist. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding the matchup every time up the floor.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Green, got a piece of it. Bridges against Thompson, outside for Batum. Rozier with the ball. A 20-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Curry looking it over. Offline with his 3. Charlotte in the lead. Now Rozier, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Bridges kicks to Batum. The pass to Biyombo. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Rozier after the miss from Klay Thompson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cauley-Stein passes to Russell. Outside, Green. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That one off the back iron and out. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now, here's Bridges. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
And it's Rozier missing. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Thompson kicks to Russell. They need this one. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Thompson passes to Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great decision from Draymond to go up into the D there with his big body. Such an intelligent player.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
That's good from Green. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And he makes both free throws.
The way Draymond carries himself, plays with a chip on both shoulders, which can be good and bad.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Bridges. Back to Batum. Pass to Rozier. Fader on the way, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
Warriors trail by 3. Left side, Curry. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Clay, picture perfect from down there. All in a day's work for the former three-point contest champion.
Now, here's Rozier. Here's Batum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Hornets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Batum. The Warriors trailing. And stolen by Graham. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Curry. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Now Kid Gilchrist after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside Batum. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's Graham. And nothing but air on that one.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Curry can't get it to go.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Golden State also making some changes. Kevon Looney comes in for Cauley Stein. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Steph Curry. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. No good on the quick 3. Hornets leading by 4. And here's Batum. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Passes it to Graham. 6 on the shot clock. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. And it's Graham missing. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Monks subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Burks, he's checked in for the Warriors. Outside, Green. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? Was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunity. Hard to say for Monk. Fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Omari Spellman has come in for the Warriors, and he can't hit the second.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
And here is Monk following the 3 from Alec Burks. Up top, Hernan Gomez. Let's go. And Zeller kicks to Monk. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Not a lot of room. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Robinson's got space. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Russell. Graham, the pass to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, I love to see that kickback pass.
Unselfish play. Could have easily laid that one up.
And the Warriors with possession here. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Graham with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Monk. Teardrop shot. Here's Zeller. Second chance shot. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's deflected. They shoot again. Hernan Gomez. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Looney kicks to Russell. And Burks now atop the key. Back to Russell. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist has checked in. Warriors trail by 5. There's Russell with the 3. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Outside Robinson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Burks. It's tipped. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With this break in the action, we can see the top passing teams in the league, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard. Second, the Warriors.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Free throw drops for Monk. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Looney. Outside, Russell. He kicks to Burks. They need this. The Hornets pull it in. Kid Gilchrist has got his 4th rebound in this one.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Burks covering. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And we'll be right back after this. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, they've got Robinson, Looney out there with Chris. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Russell in at the point guard. Rozier, he's checked in for the Hornets. Curry's checked in for Golden State. Now, here's Burks. Steve, there are certain players, as we know, who can really back you up and get you on your heels, and then they hit the brakes and they hit you with a pull-up jumper. Very tough to defend.
Kevin, you said it best. Being able to hit the brakes and stop on a dime, I think is James Harden, Steph Curry, C.J. McCollum, Kyrie Irving. Those are some of those names where guys can go in fast pace, fast motion, then stop and pull up and be on balance and knock down the shot.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Burks on the wing, 5 on the clock. Over Monk. Burks can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Curry on the wing. From the arc. Hornets with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Monk dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Over Robinson. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Zeller. Almost, but it rolls out. Warriors trail by 12. Curry on the wing. Looney passes to Curry. Launches a 3. It's good from long range. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Curry against Rozier. Over Chris. And it's Rozier missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Williams against Robinson. Down low. Here's Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Hornets lead by 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Burks. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Looney kicks to Burks. Here's Chris. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Hornets leading by 9. Burks pulls it in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Miles Bridges comes in for Williams. And it's Batum in for Malik Monk. Then for the Warriors, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Chris. And it's Klay Thompson in for Alec Burks. Here's Cauley-Stein. No points in the game yet for him. They double-team Curry. Outside Robinson. Six to shoot. Zeller grabs the board.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Rozier the pass to Zeller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hornets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
It's Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got his third basket of the night.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Biyombo with it, guarded by Green. Fade away. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Hornets lead by 10.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Curry against Rozier. Kicks to Batum. Over Robinson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Dishes it to Curry. Curry with another miss.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Batum scanning the floor. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. Batum against Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. And Golden State also making a change. Spellman's checked in. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
And the basket is good. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And you know what, Smitty? If you track his movement, you can see how active Steph Curry is when trying to get open.
As a guard, it's so impressive to see how Curry moves and relocates to get a shot off. He works harder than everyone else in the league to free up that extra time and that daylight that he needs to get a shot up.
Charlotte making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Bridges passes to Biyombo. Thompson comes with the double team. Clock at 6. Bridges. They get the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. Fires at the elbow. Here's Robinson. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Graham. Tries again. Biyombo. That's good. Biyombo's got 8 points.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Curry against Batum. 3-pointer. No good that time. And Charlotte will come the other way.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Thompson against Bridges. And it's blocked. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Yep, that one goes in there. 11 points in the game.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Graham kicks to Bridges. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Warriors running again. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Batum against Curry. Left side, Batum.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging about 26 points per, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Shooting two. You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
No good on the free throw. Smitty, lately we're seeing more deep three-pointers than ever before. Think you could step out to that 35-foot mark?
Hey, Kevin, I can step out there, but the question is, could I make them at a high percentage? And that's what's so beautiful. Oh, yes. Unselfish play right there. Curry with the patience to wait for someone to break free.
Here's Graham. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry. For Charlotte, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And the first one drops. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Warriors trail by 10. Curry on the wing. No one near him. Good as the jump shot falls. Curry's got 13.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Graham dishes to Bridges. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Tipped away and stolen by Graham. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Outside for Batum. Over Russell. A shot by Batum, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game, and they pick up 2. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Passes it to Bridges. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hernan Gomez with the tip. Great positioning on the putback. 10 points for him.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson from past the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Charlotte leading by 5. The Hornets have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. And he makes the first. Some changes for Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Miles Bridges. And Monk's subbed in for Nicholas Batum. And Golden State also making a change. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. So he gets them both. 1:05 left in the first half of basketball. Russell passes to Looney. Now here's Curry. Shoots over Graham, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's 15 points for Steph Curry.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Now here's Monk. Guarded closely. That shot off. Warriors trail by 5.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Curry has it in the corner. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 5. Burks the pass to Looney. Here's Russell. Jacks up a 3. But they get it back. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets ahead, up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Charlotte had no problems getting going. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11, really playing as a unit. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
The differential is the free throw attempts, and that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Curry. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Batum. Then it's Bridges. And it's Rozier in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Charlotte in the lead. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Rozier looking around. Biyombo down low, working on Cauley Stein.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And just loving the attack mode here for Russell. Off the drive there, he draws the foul. And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Is going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the 1. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switch ability on defense.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. Over Cauley Stein. Biyombo, no luck.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And Green slams it in.
Defensively, all eyes on Clay. Great scorer, but also able to beat you with the pass.
Right side, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Rozier. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Rozier's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Out to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. The Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. To the left wing. Biyombo finds Kid Gilchrist. To the wing on the left. Here's Rozier. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Thompson misses.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Stein. He kicks it to Curry. No good on the 3. And for the Hornets, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And here is Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen by Green. Outside, Russell. For 3. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bridges kicks to Biyombo. Bridges against Thompson. Bridges passes to Rozier. Great tee that time from Curry.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Thompson misses.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. On its way from Curry for 2, and the shot is long. A tight game here in Charlotte. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And the pass to Bridges. That's good from 17 feet away. Bridges has got his first points in this one.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. It's Curry outside, and the Warriors miss again.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
That's good from Rozier. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Robinson the third comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors trail by 6. Curry with it. He's got 15. Thompson outside. Passes to Chris. 6 to shoot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hornets leading by 4. Now, here's Rozier. 8 points for him. Pass to Bridges. From 10 feet out. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Robinson. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets. Monk comes in for Nicholas Batum. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. And that one, good. Curry's got 17 now.
This is what Steph gives you. The sizzle and the steak. The highlights and the plays where he just grinds it out.
Curry against Rozier. Releases. That one wide left.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Robinson passes to Curry. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Thompson. Williams, that's good.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You can deny or you can just front the post.
The Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Thompson outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Monk. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 4-point Charlotte lead.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Knocked away. Cauley Stein passes to Chris. Outside Robinson. Now Cauley Stein. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson for the triple. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Graham dishes to Monk. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Graham, guarded by Curry. Shoots from 12. The Warriors pull it in. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Robinson against Williams. Thompson outside. Outside Curry for the lead. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
The shot by Monk is no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And the Hornets call time here.
A Sacramento King for his first 4 seasons. Willie Cauley-Stein was ready for a fresh start. They allowed him to leave, and he got his wish in Golden State. The athletic rim runner, a nice pickup for the Dubs.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Omari Spellman comes in for Marquise Chris. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Graham. He's got 5. Pass to Zeller. To halt the run. Here's Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that game against the Knicks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Warriors leading. Outside Robinson. Outside Curry for the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Graham with the ball. Curry meets him. Batum with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Batum, good. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Now the pass to Robinson. This one for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at Utah, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Hornets, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Warriors shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Russell's checked in. Good on both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Thompson outside. That one rolling around and rims out.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
On the wing, Williams. A minute 20 left in the third. Hernan Gomez for the lead, and it's good on the way in. Hernan Gomez has got 7 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Russell finds Thompson. Off on the layup.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the basket by Rozier. He's got 10.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Curry. 26 points for him. Trying to get something going. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Rozier. 10 points for him. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson the bounce pass. Russell. Missed. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Charlotte shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Russell and Thompson, the perimeter. Green down low with Looney. And it's Curry in at the point. And the basket by Rozier.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So it's the Warriors now. A 2-point game. Curry kicks it to Looney. Passes it to Thompson. Back to Looney. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Batum attacking. It's tipped. Bridges against Curry. Bridges shot. Good. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Rozier the pass to Bridges. Up top, Hernan Gomez. The offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 6. Batum dishes to Bridges. Pass to Rozier. Back to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Over Russell. Goes back up. Green with the rebound. And the call will be against Hernangomez. That's his third foul of the game. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Hernangomez. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
And he can't get the first one.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. What a teammate, what a leader.
And he's good on the second. Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Rozier. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball. And Thompson gets it to go.
When Thompson's in the zone, he can carry an offense. That's a luxury for this team.
Rozier against Curry. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. Here's Biyombo. Green with the block. Russell against Batum. Russell passes to Curry, and there it is for him. Now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
Stephen Curry feeding off the contact from the defense.
Curry against Rozier. Feeds it to Bridges. Over Thompson. And again, the Hornets missing.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Hornets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And it's Rozier missing. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Russell with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead, and the Hornets call time here. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits at this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You take a look at Thompson, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And Batum throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Inside, and Thompson throws it down.
The reach and vertical of Thompson on full display with the rim-rocking dunk.
Rozier against Curry. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. They recover it. That's a 2 from Rozier. The Warriors pull it in. Cauley Stein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Curry outside. It doesn't go for him, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Batum attacking, and it's sent back by Russell. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 26 points for Klay Thompson.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Green with the block. Curry on the wing. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. Outside, Batum. Bridges passes to Biyombo. Over Cauley Stein. Shot to stop the run. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Russell against Batum. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6 Greg overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really both ends, a scrappy player.
Rozier against Curry. Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Thompson. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Green. 34 points for Steph Curry.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Rozier against Curry. Batum passes to Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Batum against Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty, around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Both free throws good from Batum.
I love how hard he's playing, really, since the break. All the defense can do at this point is foul him.
Russell passes to Looney, to the middle. Curry can't get it to go.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Batum. Ambo trying to break free. Curry with some nice D. Warriors leading by 8. To the inside, Looney, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
Rozier for 3. Kept alive. Here's Biyombo. The putback. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Green finds Curry. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
At 6'7", Draymond is always capable of skying up for slams like that one.
Batum attacking. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. And the first one at the line is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Curry. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Curry against Rozier. Warriors with the rebound.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Here's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bridges with it. Over to the left wing. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Biyombo kicks to Bridges. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Bridges has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets. Timeout called the Warriors.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Pulls it up. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rozier, the pass to Batum. Beyond the arc. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Bridges misses. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. Warriors leading by 10. Now here's Curry. .152 left to play in the final quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot.
.152 left in the fourth. Rozier, the pass to Hernan Gomez. That one goes in.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Now Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Outside Batum, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about it?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3-ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity, and not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And both free throws good for Curry. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Monk. There's 18 seconds left in the game. There's the pass to Bacon. Here's Washington. The Warriors pull it in. And here is Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall as long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game. That we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.